First things first, double congratulations. We got that. You guys are the dual champs this year.
Yep.
And now the Northwest Rossford District champs. Congratulations to you guys, Coach.
Thanks. Yep.
Tough one there at 215. What's going through your head, and what the officials say at the end there with the score?
Yeah, he said we only had control of one leg and, not in danger position. Everybody sees things a little bit different, obviously, out there. So, hopefully next week things go a little bit better. So,
how many total qualifiers for you guys?
6 qualifiers.
And then 5 finalists?
Yeah, five guys in the finals today.
All right, so. Biggest thing, Brody's a leader for you guys. And then Brody told me a crazy story, and I heard this story. Brody's brother came out and helped you guys win the state title, and he filled in your heavyweight. Is that correct?
That is correct. Carson, it's kind of odd. Carson has always been a baseball, football guy, and Brody's been a wrestling, soccer guy. Carson played basketball in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. Wrestled as a little kid. He hadn't been on the mat. He wrestled one tournament in 8th grade when he was on the basketball team and took 2nd place, but he never practiced. And then he practiced for us 7 times before the state duels, and came out and he's just a phenomenal athlete like Brody, and weighing 225 and being a great athlete against some of those big D3 heavyweights. He's able to match up with them physically, and he came out solely to help us win the dual tournament.
Didn't wrestle the sectional.
No, I asked him afterwards, I said, are you interested in continuing? Because our number 1 heavyweight actually had got hurt his knee and was out the rest of the season. So I asked him if he wanted to come back out. He said no. He said, I came out to help win the dual tournament, and now I'm heading off to baseball.
And he actually won. You were down by 5, and he pinned a guy, right?
Yes, yeah. In the championship match with Roots down by 5, and had to put him out there. But, we had no doubt that he was going to go out there and compete hard. He wrestled 8 matches total for us. We put him in 1 tournament, and before we got to the state dual series, and was 7-1, and called it a career.
Oh my God. So. It's kind of awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a lot smarter than most of us who stick around and take the punishment.
Yes.
That's kind of awesome. But congratulations on that. Was awesome.
Thank you.
But you guys, taking 6 guys down, obviously Brody gets unbelievable seating criteria.
Yes.
And he puts just a bloodbath of a half bracket away from him, where it's going to be 3 of the best guys in Ohio are going to have to beat each other up to try and get to him. How important was it for Brody to win this tournament here today?
It was gigantic, He didn't wrestle real well when he wrestled the Medina kid at the D3 duels, but we learned a lot from that. Really personally about Brody, that when he's a goer, when he's on the attack, he's hard to beat. So this was a big weekend, obviously confidence-wise going into next week to, a little bit of fresh air, to be ready to go for next weekend, to have that meat grinder opposite side of what he is.
He scores in bundles, and he's really good at the end of the period. We can sit here and tell people what the scouting report is, because it's like Iron Mike said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's hard to match his intensity for 15 seconds at a time.
It is. When he decides he wants to go attack the legs, and he gets in those little scramble positions, he's going to go get the leg. So super tough rider on top as well, which makes it, and he's nearly impossible to turn. I don't know that he's been turned this year, other than when he slipped on that takedown and got pinned in overtime. But I don't think anybody's actually turned him. I can't remember when. So, big day for us. 6 qualifiers, most we've had since I think 1990. So that's a little bit of time frame for us to have 6 qualifiers. So pretty excited for the day today. And it's nice for all the kids. Win a state title, sectional title, district title. I don't think we're definitely not in the running for an individual team title next week, but we'll have some individuals placing next week, I think.
Looking at Brody's half bracket right here, he had to beat Kuhn. Today's day for Brody is going to be harder than it is for him to win the state tournament.
It's definitely harder than getting to the finals, that's for sure.
And that's wild. Think about it. What he did today, what he emulated today is like a Big Ten type wrestling tournament. That's the caliber of guys you're going to have to wrestle in a MAC, Big 10, Big 12. He's going to have to beat good guys like that.
Yes, those are legit, D1 college wrestlers, those 2 guys, Kuhn and Medina, so put a good day together, obviously. So hopefully, build on that next week and go get the title.
Talking about Brody a lot. Who else you want to talk about?
We've had a number of guys. I thought Hayden Dickman had a big match. This morning over Endicott from Elmwood. Was big.
Is that 75?
Yeah, 75. You know, Endicott's projected runner-up, so you know that's a big one for him confidence-wise. I think going in here in the state tournament. You know, Ripke, tight one there at 215 with Delano, but they've split this year. You know, Delano's projected champ.
He can flip that. There's no question he can flip that.
Yeah, I definitely think you know our guy's going to be ready to go next week. You know, Dylan Asherman at 215. He's just unbelievably strong. He only weighs about 195 pounds, really, wrestling 215, so he's a little outsized sometimes, but he's got that grown man strength already, so that's obviously in his favor. So
You can probably try and do some summer wrestling too.
Yeah.
Maybe get along with Brody, right?
Yeah, you've definitely. The other thing I'm super happy about, like our 3 seniors here today are all state qualifiers, so that's
That's
nice.
huge.
Yeah,
It's huge
that's
for the
nice,
program, right?
nice for the kids, you know. And almost everybody, other than Brody, maybe Hayden Dickman, Wyatt Ripke, all of our kids start usually in the 7th grade or 9th grade. You know, like Chappa kid that was in the finals, he started wrestling in 9th grade.
Chappa, the 32?
Yeah, he started
Wow.
wrestling as a freshman.
That's
so,
wild.
Yeah,
That's wild. Look where he is now.
Yeah, we have less than half of our roster that have wrestled as youth. So
my God.
it's pretty crazy. And now we've got a phenomenal youth program that Noah Matten's doing for us. You know, our 5th and 6th grade classes are loaded. So when they get to high school, we're anxious to see what can happen there.
And is Ruffer your middle school?
Roofer does our middle school. You know, we've got.
I'm a
Roofer
big
does
fan.
our
I like that
middle
guy.
school. Yeah, Kevin Bosman helps out.
The hoser?
Yeah, Hoser. You know, so we got 2 state runner-ups running our junior high. I've got 2 other guys that used to wrestle for me there. One of our high school guys. Dad's volunteers down there, even those kids in high school. So we've got 5 quality junior high coaches. You know, we got 7 high school coaches and a great youth program going too. So we got a lot of guys helping out.
Is it Blue Streaks? I forget.
We are the Blue
I always
Streaks.
ask you that, don't I?
Yeah, we are the
Blue
Blue
Streaks. Okay. Coach?
Let Sandusky know we're the real Blue Streaks.
Listen, I'll tell the Madison out in Lake County. I'll tell them that too. Coach, thank you for the time. Good luck to you guys. And congratulations. Double congratulations again. See you in Columbus.
We'll be there.